The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Cincinnati Bengals.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Sanders. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards picking up the first. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Throwing is Wentz. And quickly finding Rager. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Wentz now to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at the 34. Now it's Burrow. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Eagles.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 8 coming up. He finds an opening past the 40, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, he was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He was hoping to get that to John Hightower. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Boston Scott, his first carry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. This time, Burrow will look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
To Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And a Bengal 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. He'll fire it deep for Rager. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Rager, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13. 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point.
Randy Bullock to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Wentz. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Wentz defers to Clement. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Carlos Dunlap. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd down.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Burrow will throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The tackle made.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On second down now, Bernard. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline.
Randy Bullock to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brought down at the 39.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. There the Eagles are back within a score. And the lead is down to 4.
Good. Makes the score. Bengals 25. Eagles 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now it's Burrow. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
He's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
first down. Here's Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's into the clear. The 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First down, Cincinnati.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Burrow on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, 48 yards. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down, Clement. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And, yes, out come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. This ball complete to Rager. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
The 38-yard line.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 32.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll go down at the 28. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Yeah, the ball is knocked out, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case,
this is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz as his guys are able to regain the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Elliott good with a PAT. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth. And who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game. And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll make it second down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Second down at the 23-yard line.
Handoff. This is Clement. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
No gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there for the Bengals. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good.
39. Eagles.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10. Again from the 41. Here's Scott. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Eagles 42.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Burrow now, a big spot for the Heisman Trophy winner. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
On the tackle.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It's a second down run with Sanders. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jake Elliott.
Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Eagles 49. Bengals 30.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Finding Green complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Pick up of 3.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the Eagles' 28-yard line.
Here we go with Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Mixon with a first down carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Here's Bernard. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably... Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Fair catch made at the 15-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.